Nick from Deathlight Reviews. This is the third installment in my CD collection. Uh, I was gonna do an unboxing video tonight, but I haven't had time to listen to everything that came in my package, and I'm not entirely familiar with everything, so I'm gonna give that till Monday, because I'm off school Monday, and I'll have actual time on my hands to this weekend to listen to some stuff. So uh, that video will be out Monday, and then I got another surprise coming in the mail for you all later this week. In the back, we are listening to "Kill for Satan" by Suter or Juder. I forget how you pronounce this. Those of you who aren't familiar, Suter is a Norwegian black metal band. Came out of the second wave. This is excellent. They're not as big or as well known as any of the other bands in that scene, I feel. They're still really awesome. So we're going to be listening to that. At a fairly sizable stack. This is what I've been listening to this past week here. We had a classic to start off with. This is Dio with "The Last in Line." This, for all of you that know, Dio was an amazing vocalist. Probably one of my favorite metal vocalists. With that, there's the back. This is just great classic heavy metal with awesome vocals. I can't say enough good things about Ronnie James Dio. This is probably my favorite Dio album. Tracks like "We Rock" just so good. And you can't forget "The Last in Line" or "One Night in the City." It's not a bad song on this album. It's just so good. Up next, "Nuclear Omnicide" with self-titled "Nuclear Omnicide." This is released in 2018 on by the band. This is for those of you who don't know what "Nuclear Omnicide" is I believe they're American. They're a thrash band. It's very, very fun stuff. Some liner notes. There's no lyrics. I'll link them up as well as everything else in the description. But this is just super good, fun. A little bit of a hardcore influence, so kind of like a power trip kind of thing going on with "Nuclear Homicide." They're really good. Found out about them through the Metalhead box. The highlight track on this album for me is track 3 here, "Power Mad," which is really good. It almost sounds like Power Trip. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about them. "Nuclear Homicide" with self-titled album, which is really good. We got a bit of a black metal theme going on for the next couple of CDs here. Actually, one of them's not really black metal, so I'm gonna put that later. The next few are, to me, a bit more black metal. This one's definitely black metal. This is Abath with his self-titled release from "Season of Mist." That's currently in the CD player. Once I put that in, it usually lives there for a few weeks. One of those "Season of Mist" promo things. And typical booklet. Good picture of Abbott live. This is a far departure from anything he ever did with Immortal or Old Funeral. Musically, not so much sonically, but the music composition on this kind of reminds me of Wasp in a weird way. It's very, very reminiscent of Wasp to me, but of course it's still Abbott's doing what he does best, and that is produced black metal. Favorite songs on this album is Fenrir Hunt's "To War." The intro track on this album is just so freaking good. It's just "Count the Dead" is probably my favorite on this. He just hinted that they're doing another album, and I'm very excited to see what he does. He's got kind of a, what's it called? He's got a super group. He's got King of Hell on guitar, I think. I'm an idiot. My brain's garbage today. I'm sorry. I gotta be better. He's got there. That is just a stellar freaking lineup there. You can't say that they're not gonna produce good music. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up about Abbott's now. Next up, a lot of people don't really care for this album, and that is Dissection's Reign Chaos. This is my intro to the band. Also in the CD player. I've been listening to a lot of black metal because it's been cold here, so a lot of people don't really care for this album. I don't know why. It's really, really good. Very DIY booklets on like newspaper. Some really killer freaking artwork in that. A bunch of lyrics. Band photo on the back of it. Yeah, people don't tend to not like Reign Chaos. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because it's a bit of a departure from, say, like I can't see it here. Storm of the Light's Bane or the Somber Lane. Sorry, my room's a disaster. But it's probably because it was my intro to the band. But Reign Chaos is probably my favorite Dissection album. They're just songs like Starless Aeon or Nexium 218 or hell, even Internal Fire and Mahakali. This are great works. If anyone knows if this is hand number, I can't tell. Just let me know in the comments. I'm gonna link everything as usual. Next up, we're gonna stray from. Actually, not really. We got a bit of clutter on my desk here. Obituary, their self-titled release. I picked this up when I went and saw them last October, 2 Octobers ago, with Exodus and Power Trip, and where'd that picture go? Met crazy guitarist Trevor Perez. This dude's super awesome. This great guy. There's nothing really to say about Obituary. You love them or you hate them. They're my favorite death metal band. Standout tracks on this to me: Brave, End It Now, Straight to Hell. This is just all in all a super good album. They self-titled in the spot that they did it in their career is a little odd, but they're Obituary. Who cares? They can do what they want. They've stood the test of time. They have nothing to prove. It's just really good Obituary. It's what you want from them. Next up is Angerot with the Grand Iniquity, I think is how you say that. The Splendid Iniquity. This is Swedish. This is a Swedish style death metal duo from, I want to say, South Carolina. This is on a Black Market Metal label. I've not heard anything bad from them. It's a 4-piece, I believe. But they're just that classic Swedish death metal sound, and there's nothing wrong with that. They do it well. There's bands that try to copy that sound and they just can't do it. Angerot is one of the bands that does it very, very well. Favorite track on here is probably Rivers of Chaos, or the final track, Fala Diablo. Or I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not good with foreign language. But yeah, this is a super killer, just brutal Swedish style death metal album. Very, very good. Uh, Up next is Premonitions of War with The True Face of Panic. This is kind of... I haven't listened to this in a while, so I might be wrong, but from what I remember, this is kind of death hardcore-ish kind of thing. Very, very good. This came out in 2004. Favorite track on here, ironically, is called "The Best Day Ever." Excuse me. Which I don't. I'm gonna have to come back to this. I haven't listened to it in so long. I meant to listen to it today, but time just kind of got away from me. Yeah, I'll come back to this, but this is super good. This will be in a later video once I've listened to it again, but this is super, super freaking good. Last but not least, we're going to end it on a high note. Carcass's Return album. There's nothing really to say about this. This is exactly what you want from Carcass in a Return album. Crap, Run from 10 that didn't fall out. This is it's really good. It's way better than Swan Song ever will be. This is 2013 Nuclear Blast. The booklet's just kind of got some cool medical tools, pictures in it, back, and a captive bolt pistol on it. For one of the songs on here is captive bolt pistol. Actually, yeah, it's stupid freaking glare. There you go. This is just what you would want from Carcass in a Return album. It's super fast. First two tracks are under 3 minutes, so it is like old Carcass, but it's super, super good. Deathy grindcore, if you could call it that. Anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. There will probably be a video out on Monday, probably a little earlier than this is coming out, but that's because I have school during the week. But yeah, ooh.